So creaky chair. Hello, my name is Paula Deming, and welcome to this playthrough of Final Girl. Today we're doing something very special. We're celebrating a bit of Christmas in September here because if you're watching this right when it's live or uploaded, it's September, but we are playing the very special North Pole Nightmare from Season 3 of Final Girl, the very special feature film that is a bit separate from the rest of the collection for Season 3, and I'm very excited to be checking it out. We are going to be fighting off Krampus and Santa's village, and I hope you have a good time watching along with me. This is an upload to YouTube from a live stream on Twitch. Hi, Twitch chat. As you can see, I've got Twitch chat up on the screen, and that will stay on the screen during the whole gameplay so that if I interact with my Twitch chat and you're watching this later on YouTube, you will know what the heck I'm talking about. You'll have a little bit of context. I also want to say a big thank you to Van Ryder Games for sponsoring this stream. They're hugely supportive of what I do on Twitch, and I'm very grateful to them for that. So big thanks to Van Ryder Games. More information about Final Girl specifically and the current Season 3 Kickstarter running right now in the description below, or dropped in chat if you're watching live. And I think now we are going to go over to our gameplay. Oh, I'm still on this screen here. Great, very good. Yeah, great. Here we are. As you can tell, I'm not actually set up for the game yet. I am going to go through setup right now with you on camera so that if you've never played this game before, you get a little peek at how this game gets set up. There is a question in my Twitch chat. Is the mini in the new Kickstarter wielding spiky dice? Oh, heck yes it is. Hold on, I got it right here. Let me show y'all. Because I have a promo. I am a character in this game, which is a promo you can get separately. Let me find her. Let me find myself. Here I am. And for Season 3, I'm very excited to say that I have a mini that is being added in. And it is this. Isn't it so awesome? Got some spiky dice. I did pose for this, by the way, y'all. So there are pictures somewhere of me standing like this so that the modeler could use them. And at some point I'm going to paint this, and I'm very excited about it. It's hard. You can't really see super well right now, but like they got my hair perfect. It's awesome. I don't have the secret envelope. I have an idea. I have a guess of what's in it, but no one has told me what's in it because they're probably afraid I will accidentally tell you, and I would. So yeah, that is on the Kickstarter campaign. So you'll have to go check out, the mini is part of a stretch goal for the Kickstarter campaign. So it is, those dice did land as ones. Yes, Clarky, you are correct. Yeah. So I'll actually just drop in chat right now. You can click that link right now that's just dropped in chat if you're watching live to check out the Kickstarter for Season 3, where the mini of me is a stretch goal. Okay. So here we are. What I have first done is your boards are actually the box, right? So your box is going to look like this. And this comes off. This is magnetized. And then you can flip that over, and this becomes your killer board and your location board, because this is the back side of the box. Then you set those there, and then we will need to choose what character we want to play with, either for this one, Cindy or Mrs. Claus. So the thing with Cindy is she only has 5 health. Let's come a little closer. She only has 5 health, but she only takes 4 victims. When you save a victim in the game, you'll put them on the card, and you get whatever benefit is on the spot that you put them on. Once you've filled up all your victims, you flip your card over and you have access to your like ultimate ability, right? So it only takes 4 to upgrade Cindy. Every one of her bonuses is move 1 space, so she gets extra movement. And then when she's in her upgraded side, you can treat, when resolving a walk or sprint action, you may treat a failure as a 1 success result instead, which is pretty great. Or we could play as Mrs. Claus. who has 6 health, so she's a little healthier, and she heals. So every time you save a victim, she will heal 1 or 2, depending on where you put that victim. After 4, she upgrades. Recover all health. You no longer have a maximum health limit. So she just keeps getting healthier. So if we think, yes, also there's a good point in chat. If you are interested specifically in the North Pole Nightmare, they are ready to be able to have this outside of the rest of season 3. This should be shipping to backers in time for Christmas. So yeah, what do we think? I know there was some chatter in chat that maybe we play Cindy. So maybe we will play Cindy instead of Mrs. Claus. So I put her in this little final girl spot. Now she has 5 health. So what I'm going to do is take 5 of my, or 4 actually, of my wooden heart tokens and put them here. And then her 5th health is one of the secret tokens. And let me grab those. I was like, I swear I have them separate from everything else. Okay, so these tokens, you can see that they have a little +1 on them with the die symbol. So when you are down to this as your last health, just 1 health, you get to roll an extra die for everything. So that's what that symbol means. But also, on the back side of these, some are blank, like these, and some have secret extra health. So basically, when you lose your last health, you flip it over and you might actually come back alive, right? Like you're in a horror film. And you will gain that health back. But then you can never, then you take one of these white tokens, which is always just like, it will never be more than just that health that you see there. Does Cindy want to be a dentist? She might want to be a dentist. It's hard to say. Scarecrow says, hi, Paula, will this also be in retail like the Kickstarter? I don't know that answer, actually. It might say on the Kickstarter page. I'm not sure. I feel like the answer is yes, but I don't know. So what you do is you mix these up, and without looking at any of them, because you don't want to ruin the surprise, we pick one. I'm going to pick this one, and that is my 5th health right there. We're going to do the same thing for Krampus as well. He gets 10 health, which is, frankly, I'll say it, unfair. Unfair. So we need to grab 9 hearts and we'll give him this one. So it's the same thing. He might have extra health after we kill him. Or he might actually be dead. Hard to say. So let me just, without looking at them, we will pick up the rest of these tokens. Okay, so it looks like, thank you, chat, it will be released. This will be released to retail as well. So we need 7 more hearts. Boy. So, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's not even room for all these hearts. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That is too much health. We also start our horror level at 4. That's what's there. So we'll put one of these red meeples on 4 on our little horror tracker here. This tells us how many dice we get to roll based on the horror level. And then we're going to set these aside because these will represent, the pink one is me, the red one is the killer, which will go on our board once we have our setup, which we don't have yet. Yes, it's 9 hearts plus the heart token here. Okay, the next thing is we need to get a dark power and a finale power for our killer here. So we pull those cards out so that we can choose them. I don't like, the game is hard enough, frankly, so I don't play with the epic dark powers. So we'll be pulling that one out. So it's going to be one of these 3 for the dark power. And I think we'll take this one. So that goes there. We don't know what it is. And we won't know until we flip it over. When our bloodlust, I put a little bloodlust marker here, reaches this level that tells us to activate the dark power. So I'll set that aside. And then We will also pull the epic finale out, because again, I tell you what, the game's hard enough on its own. I don't need no epic anything. Yeah, I'll show you the epic dark. So I've picked this as the finale, whatever that is. Okay, let me see here. Here's the epic dark power. Never ending gifts. I don't know. Hopefully that's autofocusing. I can't read it. It's too small for me. Maybe y'all can read it, but there you go. The blue tier dice sound really cool, Ramon, and I would love to be able to have them. I don't have them right now, but they do sound like something I would like to have. Ambersaurus, thank you for that follow. So one of the things that's happening in this is Krampus is leaving gifts around. So we might have, every time we enter a space with a gift, we're gonna have to open it. Or an elf might open it, and maybe it's something good from Santa. Or maybe it's something bad and it hurts us from Krampus. So, okay, so Krampus is ready there. We need to pick a random setup card, and we'll choose this one. We'll flip it over in a moment. I'm gonna put the rest aside. Then we have all of our event cards. So I'm just going to give them a shuffle. Okay. And then, now don't let me forget, the first thing we do in the game is pull one of these event cards. So we're not going to flip it yet, but before we do anything else, we will want to pull these. We also want to put we'll set up our victims. I have a nice little space for the victims on my player mat here that I have. So I'm just going to put the special victims. Sometimes you might have a special victim that comes up because of an event. And those are just the blue, orange, and white ones. So we'll set those aside there just in case. I'm going to put all my other victims, which are the yellow ones, here in the victim pool, and that's where we will pull them from when we populate the board with victims when we do our setup. So let me just grab those real quick. Nah, that's enough. I'm just gonna leave these here. These are our dice, so I'm just gonna set those here in my little spot. If you don't have the mat, you don't need the mat to play, but it does give you a nice little spot to keep everything. And I need to pull out this little timer token. I can grab it. Excuse me. So this timer token goes here because we're going to spend time to do things during the game, right? So some things like walking might take time. So we're going to move our little timer down here. But at the end of our turn, whatever we have left is our currency to buy action cards. So let's fill in our action card area right now, and this is the same in every feature film except for a few that have something like special to them, because a few do have some special things. You can see I have a lot of final girls. Yeah, we have lots of people here. Zumherger excited to see this scenario, I think. Zumherger in chat saying the viewer count is the highest I think I've ever seen it. I'm excited to have you all here. Hi, Plan345 says I normally watch on YouTube. First time on our channel on Twitch. When YouTube plays, I think the tier dice were made just for Paula and her luck with dice. Honestly, can I be honest with you? When I read about them, I also was like, is this a response to me? I feel like it might be. Oh, these are tarot cards. So I was like, what is this? These are tarot cards. We'll get to those in a second. So these are all of our action cards. Wow, there are a lot of tokens. We're going to deal with the tokens momentarily. For now, they're just right there. So you can see that there is a cost on these. So this critical blow will cost me 6 time from my timer. To be able to pick up and get, which means it's probably, if I buy it, that's probably the only thing I'm buying that turn, right? So I just set them out in my little tableau here. Some of them have duplicates and some of them don't. I like to set them out in cost order, so this is actually going backwards. So as we go, they're going to get cheaper. So the blue cards that come out, like Guard and Retaliate, those are ones that you can use only as reactions to defend yourself when you are about to take damage. They're otherwise not able to be used. Your other cards, typically, you cannot play on the killer's turn, but those blue ones, which are reactions, you can. Okay, these cost 1. Am I missing something? Oh, I know what I've done. That's okay. I've set this up actually a little different than I normally do, because these are 0 cost action cards. That's fine. I'm just going to put them here. So you start with all 0 cost action cards. So whatever is there in that pile of 0 cost action cards, you get every time. And you will start with all of them. And this game is all about hand management. I actually am going to shift these over. Hand management and action economy, right? It is very important. I thought it was weird, y'all. When I was setting this down, and improvise was right here. I was like, that's strange. Stand by. Okay, so we have that. We need to set up our item deck. So let's make sure we do this. I always like to make sure I'm getting the right number down, even though I've played this game a million times. Good evening, Cranky Curmudgeon. Oh, I do like this because the feature films are all like interchangeable. Camilla says, I look forward to playing Alien attacking Santa's village. Or The Thing. Or what is it? The Organism. Put the Organism in Santa's village. I feel like that would work really well. Okay, so I believe we are going to take 12 of these cards and put them in stacks of 4, or is it stacks of 3? I always have to look. Do y'all have games like that where you're like, no matter how many times you've played it, there is something about setup that you always have to double check, right? And then when you're trying to skim something, yeah, 3 piles of 4. Now let me see. Here's the thing, though. Before I do that, I want to be sure that there isn't anything special in the setup. Where's my other one? So here's my special rules for Santa's Village. Where are my special rules for Krampus? Oh no, everyone. What's happened? They're somewhere. I'll find them. What if they're under here? Oh no, they fell on the floor. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, let's just double check our Santa's Village and make sure there isn't anything special we need to do about our items. Okay. There's no special setup. Oh, here's one thing though. The victims in this are elves. Santa's elves. They're talkative, energetic, extroverted, and very, very annoying. Each time you move into a space containing a normal victim, the yellow ones, I will lose a time for each victim there because they're so annoying. You do not apply this penalty in any other circumstance. If a victim follows me, they panic into my space, they get placed in my space, it's only when there's a normal victim in a space and I choose to move in with them, I lose time. That's something. Lone Shark, you are not a Santa's elf. We will be killing elves. I'm not killing the elves, Astro Boy. Krampus is killing the elves. So there's that. Okay, so here's all our, y'all, look how cool this is. We have Comet, which is, oh boy, I'm just knocking over, of course, the Krampus mini that I just fixed. Look, it's so cool. So we'll have Comet we might be able to find, and there's a workshop hammer, and all kinds of stuff. Milk and cookies, a red wagon, candy, a whistle. So we are going to shuffle these up. This scene does need a Rudolph. Mine is, I think, yeah, it's Comet, right? Yes, it says on the bottom, Comet. The victims are all portrayed by Will Ferrell. Exactly, yes. Thank you for that follow, bitmap. Okay, so we are now going to do 3 piles of 4 cards, and you can see that these correspond with different locations on the board. So this is Stables, Santa's Workshop, and Santa's House. So Santa's House is here. If we search in this space, we will pull from this deck. Santa's Workshop is this deck, and Stables is that deck. So that's how that works. I'm just going to do 2, 3, and then the fourth one, we actually flip face up. So we have Santa's Sack here in the Stables. That makes some sort of sense. Discard Santa's Sack to look at all the item cards set aside during setup and take one of your choice. Okay, that's cool. Then we have a Tree Star. I always have the hardest time keeping these item cards neat. If the Tree Star is used from range 1, do 1 extra damage and discard the Tree Star. Oh, it's a weapon! Okay, so if we have this equipped in our hand, we'll do an extra damage to our attack, and we can do it in melee range, 0 in the same space, or 1 away. If we do 1 away, we get an extra damage, but we've thrown it, so we don't have it anymore. All smiles, you and me both. Oops. Okay, now we have an ice skate. So all the rest of these items, so it's going to be different every time. They're not in the game. So we set those aside. Okay, so this is also a weapon. It says a blade is a blade at this point. So we have to be in the space to use it, and we'll deal 1 extra damage. And then this hand symbol means it takes up 1 hand. Because if you look here, we obviously have 2 hands. So I could be holding the Tree Star and the skate. But if there's something that takes up 2 hands, I can only have 1 of them. All right, now we need to do our terror deck. Oh my gosh, all these presents. So this is part of the deal with Krampus for special setup. We shuffle these into separate decks. So this is the these are the Krampus presents that might be bad, and these are the Santa presents that might be good. We're going to set them off to this side, and by that, I'm going to set them right in here. David Phillips says, I've always wanted to get into this, but I worry the rules and upkeep would be taxing for my little brainium. The production is amazing. It can be a lot to keep up with while you're playing. I forget things all the time, but also, like, the different rules for each feature film, they really aren't too bad, but I totally get what you're saying, David Phillips. Thank you for that follow, Doc Crimbo. Okay, so these are Santa's presents. Now we have gift token. So we're just going to find all of them. Oh boy. Okay. And flip them over. So just the ones that have these present symbols on them. And then we're going to put them in a stack. Because flipping these over is going to show us, I think, like something might happen, or we might pull a card from one of the decks or whatever. So we're just going to, I'm actually going to put these, so here are my regular tokens. I'm going to put these in what it would be one of my backpack slots, but I think I'll just keep them there for now. Okay. Let's take a look at what else we have for Krampus special rules. Then we'll do our terror deck, our setup, and then we're ready to actually play, you know, just 50 minutes in here. Because I'm slow. YouTube, it won't be 50 minutes for you. I futzed around with my camera quite a bit before we actually started going here. Hi, Laser Cats. I'm so happy I can catch this live. I remember watching you play the first Final Girl film. Had a blast watching your reactions. Well, thank you so much. Okay, so Krampus leaves presents in his path as he goes around terrorizing his victims. Of course, some of the presents were stolen from Santa Claus and mixed in with less than nice gifts. If they were all evil, his victims would quickly realize it and not be curious to open them. I was very close to getting away with them not knowing about the delay. You're right, Camelisk. Oh, I'm glad you're finding this relaxing, B. Allen Hart. That's an interesting idea. Off topic. Kind of like ASMR or relaxing type videos that are just like relaxing game setup videos. Is that interesting? Is there something there? Would people like that? I don't know. Okay. How do I feel about having my own minifigure? I feel pumped about it, like Petit Chef. It's literally a dream come true. When you see a present box icon, so one of these, I will roll a die and place a random unrevealed present token in or adjacent to Krampus's space according to the number rolled and the panic numbers. So we'll do the panic numbers. So we'll deal with that more specifically when it happens. Presents can be opened by you or in many cases by victims. To open a present, you flip the present token to reveal the effect. Some are tricks, some are bad. If I'm in a space with a present token, I can choose to reveal the present. It doesn't cost me any time or anything like that. So I can choose to reveal the present. I can even do it while I'm moving through a space. I immediately reveal it and apply the effect before I move on. If a victim opens a present, so whenever a victim is in the same space as a present, no matter how they or the present got there, the victim opens it. So even if they follow me into a space, the victim goes, ooh, a present, because they're annoying elves, and they open it. I can choose to ignore it, but they cannot. If it's a Santa present, it gets discarded because they keep it. I don't get the benefit. But if they reveal a Krampus present, we will draw a Krampus presents card and resolve it as indicated. The effects will happen to me even if I'm not in the same space as the elves because it affects my Christmas spirit. You know it's dangerous. They don't have to be fair. Yo. Okay. So now we have our tarot cards from the location and our tarot cards that are specific to our killer. Shark Chops. Thank you so much for that follow. And we're going to shuffle them together. And then we're only going to pull 10 out randomly to make our terror deck. And every turn, we're going to flip one of those cards. Something bad is going to happen. And when those cards run out, we hit the finale, and it basically ushers in the end of the game. Hi, AJ. Okay. That's probably pretty good, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The rest gets set aside. Okay. I think we have done everything we need to do now. Except set up our actual village and flip our first event. So let's do our actual village setup. Yeah, the Bloodlust track does feel kind of short, Camelisk, or excuse me, Zumharger. And the health track does feel kind of long. Okay, so our setup is toys, toys, toys. Okay, so our killer goes in the spot where that K is. Let's try and use, let's use our little Krampus figure, right? Oh, that's not actually very well aligned with our board here, is it? Let me see if I can make that a little. Nope. Other way. Woo! Oh, see, now you see my microphone. That's the problem. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I wonder actually, it's not going to stay, is it? I don't think that's actually going to stay. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so Krampus goes here in this middle spot. He's so big. Okay, and then all the numbers on this card are the number of victims that go in those spaces. So there's one that goes in the stables. There's one that goes up here, one that goes here, one that goes in Santa's house. I go right here. We'll use the we'll use my little pink marker. Let's see. 3 go in the village center, which makes sense. Sometimes I stand them up, sometimes I lay them down. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Wow, I'm just really knocking everything over. Yeah, Final Girl, where the real killer is figuring out the camera setup. That's just streaming, right? Okay, finally got those to stay. 2 go down here. 2 go down here. Oh man, I'm all over the place. Where else? And then one here on the runway, which is probably good for the sled. Okay, so that's like all the victims that we pulled out. Great. So our exits are here. So this is where we can save people. Laying them down does make it easier to see on stream, 100%. It does make it harder to fit them in. I think I will lay myself down. And then, yeah, it doesn't seem like there are any starting presents, which makes me think maybe events or tarot cards are going to pull them, right? So I guess we'll see. So speaking of, let's see what this first event actually is. It's Santa! Oh boy, we actually have Santa. Place Santa in Santa's house. While Santa is with you, there's no limit to the number of victims that will follow you. Santa can only be attacked if there are no other victims in his space. If Santa is killed, +2 bloodlust, +2 horror. So that's that. That's pretty sweet. So normally only 2 victims will follow you when you're trying to save people, but if you have Santa, more people will. So that's pretty good. So I think we should go get Santa and then collect as many people as possible, right? That's what I think. Santa can die. Honestly, y'all, I suspect Santa will die. But, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm right next to him. That's actually pretty good. Okay. So here we go. Let's do it. So, yeah, I think, let's see. So, starting off, I've got short rest, walk, focus. Focus lets me lower horror. We don't need to worry too much about our weak attack. I feel like maybe we should focus and walk to get Santa. And maybe, like, that's the turn. So let's try and do a focus and see if we can give ourselves a little buffer with this horror, because I'm worried about getting too high. Like, because look at our bloodlust track. All we have to do is 2 deaths. Every time someone dies, the bloodlust goes up, right? And only 2 of those have to happen, and we hit a 2 increase on our horror, which is not great because we're starting at 4. So I'm going to try and play a focus. So I rolled 2 dice because of this. And if I get a success, I can lower the horror by 1 and lose a time. And if I get 2 successes, I can lower the horror by 1 and gain 2 time. How did I do this? What happened? Sam Elliott, thank you for letting me know. My hearts are all over the place. How did this happen? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Defees, we are literally just starting. Oh, whoa. This means things are going to get bad soon because we've started the game off really well. So that is a double success. So the horror goes down 1 and we gain 2 times. So we now have 8 time. That is the best that it's going to go. So it's all downhill from here. Okay. So now I think we try to walk into Santa's house. So we will spend time no matter what here. We can do a success. We can move even if we fail, but it will damage us if we do it with a failure. Okay, so for those of you who are new to the game, this means that I can convert this to a success if I want. I would have to discard 2 cards from my hand based on that symbol, and I could turn that into a success. But we don't need to, right? We're just going to use this 1 success, move up to 1 space. It costs us a time. I'm going to move into Santa's house where I now have these lovely people with me. And I think, what's in Santa's house? That ice skate. So I don't have a search card. So I think what I'm going to do is stop my turn, hold on to all these cards, and I will use my leftover time to buy a search card. So these will get discarded and go off to the side because they don't go back to be purchasable the turn after you've used them, right? So you can't use the same action 2 turns in a row, and that can get really tricky. So we now have 7 time to spend on cards in our tableau, right? So, oh yes, remember to lose time for elves. Oh my gosh, that is going to be hard to remember. Chat is going to have to remind me about the elves. So let's actually put this... Was that in? It's in this one. So we're going to put that special rule, right here to hopefully help remind me that I need to do that. Okay. So we lose a time for the elf. So I have 6 to spend because we went into a space with an elf. But I feel like if the elf is with Santa, they should be less annoying, right? Because they're talking to Santa, not me. That's what I would say, but, you know. So we know we want to search. So that's going to cost 2 of our time. And we'll pull that into our hand. What is the killer going to do here? So on Krampus's turn, the killer phase is going to be a target final girl or victim, attack, target final girl or victim, move, put down a present. And right now its move is 1. So it's not going to get to us. I think we spend 2 more on a sprint. Puts us down to 2. And then 2 more to get both the close calls, which cost 1. So that's all of our stuff. And we have a 10 hand limit. Our hand limit is 10 cards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're okay. Oh yes, the exits are right here in the top left, right here in the bottom left, and right here in the bottom right. And the art for this one, y'all, was done by Vincent Dutrait, which is, if you can't tell, I feel like you can because he's got like a cool style to him. And, yeah. Okay, so we have all of our cards, so that means these can go back into... I think this is going to... I need to, make an adjustment on my PTZ camera. But so these will go back into our market. So these are both 0 cost cards, so they'll go there. And we can get them next turn. So that's us. So now it's the killer's turn. Am I dropping frames or anything? Do I keep freezing? How is the stream holding up? Okay. Great. Okay. So again, we are targeting final girl or victim, whatever is closer, and they will always preference a victim over a final girl because you need to be the final girl, right? So I think they will go probably up here. They're adjacent here, here. They're not adjacent here. They would have to move around. But this is taking them towards Santa's house, which I feel like thematically makes sense. We're going to have them go up there. So targets final girl or victim and attacks. So he's not in the space with a final girl or victim, so that won't happen. But then targets again and moves. So then targets moves 1 space. Thank you for that follow, Valmar. So is now in the space with this elf and leaves a present. So we are going to put that present token right there. Here's a question about the present tokens. When do they trigger with the elves? Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, no, I roll a die. I didn't even do these presents right at all. Stand by. So it's just whenever they're in the same space as a present. So when it happens, they open it. Okay, but this present does not necessarily go in Krampus's space, right? So first we roll a die. Okay, I rolled a 1. And then we see the panic numbers. So that means 1 to 3 would go in this space and a 4 to 6 would go in this space. So this present actually goes here. So we don't need to worry. He's like left it behind. We don't need to worry about the elf opening it yet. Okay. And yes, if there's already a present in the space where the numbers rolled, you don't place any present. So you aren't doubling up there. So now we've done the killer stuff and we're going to flip over a terror card. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Look, my PTZ camera moved, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. A silhouette in the distance. Oh my gosh, the horror's going up by 2. all victims not in this, excuse me, let me just look at this and read it. Horror's going to go up by 2, which I don't like. So it's on 5 now, which is bad. All victims move 1 space closer to the present nearest to them. If there are no presents on the board, they move 1 space closer to Krampus instead. These selfish, greedy little buggers. Hi, New. How are you? So, this one's already in a space with Krampus, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, no, wait. It's not Krampus. It's the present. Oh, no. So this one will go to a present. This one goes to the present. I'm going to move them all, and then I will resolve the presents. These 2 go there. That's 1 space closer to the present. These 2 go here. These 3 go here. 1 space closer to the present. Oh, my gosh. They're just grouping up. These go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same. I'm going to move them toward the direction that gets them closer to Krampus because that's worse for me. The present might be good, but if it's good, then they keep it and I don't get it. So we'll see. Oh no, and then this elf, even the elf in my space. Man. I guess Santa doesn't count. Does he? Hold on. All victims. Santa is a victim. Are you kidding me? I worked so hard to get into this space with Santa. And I think he moves out because he's also a victim. Oh, man. They leave me. I'm like, dude, what? Y'all are so present obsessed. Wow. That's the thing. He's a jolly old elf. Okay, so now we resolve this. It's true. I would need to move out anyway. So it's not the end of the world. Fair enough. So let's see what this is. It's something good, which I have mixed feelings about. So this is a Santa present, so we will pull a Santa card. But that just goes away. We would pull a Santa card, but we don't because I don't get it. The victims get it because they are greedy. Okay, so this just goes away. I think the token just gets discarded as opposed to the card. Let's confirm about the card. Yes, you discard a Santa present card. Do we want to see what it was? Aw, it would have been recover all health or add time equal to our current health. That would have been really good. But it's gone. Out of the game. Those darn elves took it from me. Okay. That's the killer phase. So now it's my turn and I have all these things and I want to save some people. But I also want to search. First, I'm going to try and search in Santa's house before I leave. So I got this search card. Yes, and if it's a Krampus present card, you have to resolve it, even if it's picked up by a victim and the bad thing happens to me. Yeah. It's not very fair. So we're going to do our search. So I rolled 2 dice. Oh, boy. Okay. So I can convert one of these to a success, which I will, because one success will let me take the top item. Now, a fail lets me take the top item if I want, but the horror, the horror has to go up by 2, which I don't want to do, and I lose 2 time. I would rather convert this, take the top item, and just lose 1 time. So we need to discard 2 cards to make this happen. And I'm going to discard the weak attack and 1 close call. And that will convert this into a success, which means I can take the top item. We're in Santa's house, so I'm going to get this ice skate. Sorry, everyone. This does not flip over. We don't know what it is, but I'm going to put this in my hand. So now I can deal an extra damage when I do an attack because I have a blade from an ice skate. So, okay. Now I would like to let's try to sprint. So if I get a success, I can move up to 2 or 3 spaces, which means I could grab these lovely people here and try and move them toward an exit to save them. Rantalandia, hello, how is Argentina? Yeah, who did the skate belong to? Maybe it's one of my skates. I'm Cindy. Maybe I just came from ice skating. I don't want to shiv Santa. No, I want to shiv Krampus with my ice skate. So we're going to try and sprint. So I roll 2 dice. It's not great, y'all. It's not great. So this is what I rolled. Here's what I'm going to do, actually. So I could convert this by discarding 2 cards. This is just a fail. You cannot change it. I'm going to play my close call to lose 2 time. Oh, I never reset my time. To lose 2 time, down to 4. To re-roll. I'm not showing you the right things at all. Lose 2 time, re-roll all dice. Or I could re-roll 1 die for not spend any time. Let's just re-roll 1 die. Be a success. Well, I should have known that was going to happen. Ooh, I have to lose time if I... Y'all, I have to lose time if I go into the space with them. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, I'm going to discard... This is stupid. I'm going to discard my walk and my focus to convert this to a success. And that means, because it's my sprint... I'll show you all. So I can move up to 2 spaces for 1 success. I do lose a time to do that. So I'm going to move into this for 1. Move into this space for 1. And that means I'm annoyed by 2 elves. So I lose 2 more time, which is not great. But then I'm going to take them into... Ooh, I can take them down here. 3 would have been so perfect. So I'm going to now take them along this path into here so that we are 1 away from this exit. And Santa will come with me. And then I think that's going to be it. Oh, man. I should have discarded, you know what? Instead of that walk, y'all, I'm going to discard this short rest so that I can try now to walk to just save 2 of them, right? That's what I'd like to do. So, oh, this close call. Is that all my cards? That's going to be all my cards. Oh, what a disaster. That's okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. So I'm playing my last card. I'm going to roll 2 dice again. And we're going to see, all I need is 1 success to move 1 space to get them to this exit and save 2 of them. You don't lose time for Santa. It's only when you enter a space with a normal victim who are the yellow ones. Ooh, yes, 1 success. I lose 1 time. I can move up to 1 space. They're all going to come with me. Well, Santa doesn't have to come with me, but they will. I don't want to save Santa, though, so I'm going to choose to not save Santa. I think I can do that because I want Santa to come along with me. So I save these 2 victims, which means let's come back over to my final girl card. I can put this on my card. Now, normally, these would have different... Where's an example? Normally, you can see you would have different things that you get for different spots that you could put your victim. But these cards happen to have all the same thing. So I can move 1 space and move 1 space. And 2 more victims and I can flip over to my powerful side. So we can move. Let's go into Santa's workshop because if we go into Santa's workshop, which is here, which is 2 spaces away, we can try and search for this tree star. So I'm going to go 1, 2, because I get to move 1 for each one of these that I placed. And then that is going to be the end of my turn. So all of these cards got used up. I only have 2 time to spend. So I'm going to get my 2 0-cost cards that I still have. A focus and a walk. And then I'm going to spend my 2 to get this search. Reset this, and then I'm going to reset all these cards back into the market. Okay. So this is my hand for next turn, and we will let Krampus take his turn. Yes, I'm trying to dress festively, Metal Gammon. Can you lose time below 0? No. You can't. Once you get to 0. So I was on 2, I believe. So I spent 1, 2. If that's wrong, I'm sure someone will tell me. Thank you, Reality, for telling me that was a good turn. I appreciate that. I like the encouragement. So now it's killer time. Killer time. He's Krampus and he's killing all the elves in the North Pole, North Pole, North Pole. Yep. Okay, targets, attacks, targets, moves, present. So he's not in a space with anyone yet, but he will target this party of elves. So he will move his 1 space into this space with all these elves, which means the next turn, if they don't move, death is going to happen. Then he will drop a present. So let's roll a die and see where that present will go. Okay, 3. So let's actually look at this space. So here, 3 goes over to here, which means they're gonna open that present. So a present goes here, and then they're gonna open that present, and something bad might happen, or they might steal my good things. So if you go below 0 on your time here, your turn ends, and then that's it. That's what happens there. If you're ever really high on your, like, all the way here on the 7 on your horror track, and it's supposed to go up, instead the bloodlust goes up. But if you're ever really low, you're on 0, and the horror is meant to go down, you earn a time. Okay. So we're going to flip over this present. Oops. And see what it is. Okay, so bloodlust. So that means the bloodlust is going to go up. So that goes up there. Could be worse. Honestly, could be worse. Could be worse. So the movement is the same, but now any attack damage will be 2. And we are 1 away from 2 horror. Okay. And then we pull a tarot card. So let's see what we get. Jingle kills. Jingle kills. Jingle kills. Jingle kills all day. So here's what happens. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card, but we have lots of victims. Okay. Panic each victim that is adjacent to a present or Krampus. What about the ones that are in the space with them? Then, oh no. Then he will target, move, and attack. So he's not even going to move because he's in a space with 4 victims. So someone is dying. Yeah, those 4 elves probably won't be annoying for much longer. In the space equals adjacent? Okay, good to know. So let's see here. All of these then, and these are adjacent. So let's, this could get confusing fast. Let's start with these guys. Okay, a 5. So you roll the die when you panic, and then you check the number on the board, and wherever that number is, that's the direction they go. So one of them goes here because the 5 is there. So they run this way. So let's see where this one goes. 1. Okay, 1 means they stay here because there is no 1 listed in any of these directions. All right, let's check these. Okay, a 4. Just move all of these for a second. Okay, so 1 goes here. Another 4. Wow, they're running together. Well, that one goes there. A 5. That one goes here. Where's this one go? A 6. That one goes here. Okay, so they've panicked and run. So that's something. Now, it says that the killer, so Krampus, will target a victim. So he's going to target where the most are that's closest to him. So that's this one right here where there's 2. Move. He has a movement of 1, so he can make it. And then attack. His attack is 2 damage, but only takes 1 damage to kill a victim. So one of them will die, killed by Krampus. This is bad. The bloodlust goes up. So now the movement is 2, the attack is 2, and oh look, horror goes up by 2. Look where we are. Which means 1, 2, I go down to only rolling 1 die. Oh no! This is so bad. It's so bad. And then this one will panic again in the panic phase because this elf has witnessed their other elf friend murdered in front of them. I saw it coming and it's happening. I saw it coming and I did not do anything about it, and I deserve that. Okay, so a 2, which means he runs this way. It's time for the Die of Tears. It's so true. I wish I had them. Okay. Okay, it's my turn. Time to cancel Christmas. Well, I think the first thing we have to do is play this focus card. We have to try and get this horror down, right? So 1 die, and let's see if we can lower the horror by 1, because then we'll be able to roll 2 dice for everything else. This, I feel like it always escalates quickly. Oh, no. No, no, no. I'm not converting that. I'm not going to convert it. Is that dumb? That's all my cards. I can't do anything else. Oh, no. Maybe I need to convert it. Because otherwise, if I don't convert it, then what am I going to do? Thank you, Eric Swaggy Swoop, for the sub with your Amazon Prime. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think I have to. But she's going to go up again because she's just going to kill again. I'm going to discard these 2 cards. This is my whole turn. To turn this into a success. So that means 1 success. The horror goes down by 1. So I'm back to having 2 dice for the moment. But I lose a time. And then that's it. Because I have no cards. That's my whole turn. So I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. I have 5 time to spend, though, to buy things from the tableau here. I will get all of these cards, so that's something. So again, I want to search. I'm going to spend 2 on a search because I want it. We need to start going after. I wonder if we should... We have 3. 3 left after that. Which isn't great. We could improvise. We could... I think maybe we take the distraction. Because that could possibly help us lower the horror even more. Okay, I will spend the 3 to take a distraction. So I'll reset that. These are my cards for next time. So these all go back to the tableau. And that's my whole turn. And it wasn't amazing. Should I have panicked Santa? Whatever. Well, I will remember that Santa is a victim and he maybe should have been panicked in the last thing, but it's... No, because he wasn't adjacent. No. Okay, we're good. Okay. Killer face. So, target attack. He's not in a space, so he won't attack. And then target move. And I think he's going to move this way because it's closer to more victims because he's equidistant between these 2. And so I think more victims for him to kill are this direction rather than this direction, which brings him toward me. So, hey, Crowned Panda, thanks for being here. So he's going to move, he could move 2, but he's going to move just 1 because that puts him in the space with this victim. And then he drops a present. Okay, so at the 1, so the present's going to go there. No one's in the space with it. And then we will flip a tarot card. Coal balls. If neither you nor any victims are adjacent to Krampus' space, discard and draw the next card. We've got adjacency, so we're not worried about that. Krampus throws 3 coal balls. Oh my gosh. Make a panic roll for each coal ball to determine the target space. The coal ball does 1 damage to 1 target in this space following this priority, victim, and then you. Oh boy. Okay. So 3 of these. So we'll roll. Okay, the 1 is here, so that one goes nowhere. Haha. Yeah, he randomly is like, oh yeah, take some coal. Fucking. So 1 went here. 5. 1 goes here. That's going to kill this person because it does 1 damage. So the bloodlust goes up. Okay, 3rd one. 4. That one goes there. So only 1 person died. Okay. I don't think they panic, right? Because now we would do the panic phase. But no one died in their space. So do they panic because they're in the space with the killer? If a victim was killed this turn, it didn't have to be in front of them. Panic all victims in the killer space. So now this elf will panic. 2. Oh, wait. What did I roll the first time? I did my first. Sorry. They panic in here. The last one I rolled was a 4. This is where the snowball went. It still wasn't where anyone was. What was the first one I rolled? Was it a 3? Should this person have died? Oh, no. Y'all, I'm sorry. We're just going to have to... If I did that wrong... It was a 1? Yeah, I did the wrong number. So I said like it was going there, but that's where the 4 goes. So the 1, it actually stayed in the... Oh, I think they actually die. Yeah, it just says if no one received any damage at the bottom of this coal card, then they would move and attack. But they did. So actually, it would have stayed in... This person actually died too, because that first one I sent to the wrong place. It was a 1. It would have stayed in this space, hit this victim, and they also died. So the bloodlust goes up again, and we reveal our dark power. Oh, no. I'm glad we caught it, though. So let's see what our dark power is. Blood and cookies. When Krampus kills a victim, leave a present. You want a better look at this card? So whenever he kills, we'll put a present somewhere. Could be worse, I guess. It's not great. I'm not thrilled about it. Yeah. Great. Okay, I think I did all the things. We did a terror card. We did the killer phase. Bad things happened. People died. The dark power was revealed. I think it's my turn. It does look more like a beer than blood. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, the art is great. Plan 3, 4, 5. This art on this one is done by Vincent Dutrait. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is play distraction on my turn because I want to try and get the horror down because this is not good. So I will roll 2 dice because I'm at least back in the 2 dice place here. Come on. I have the worst die rolls. Why does this happen to me? I will discard a short rest and a weak attack to convert one of these into a success. So 1 success means the horror goes down by 1 and I gain a time. I'm not going to do the other one because I'll be out of cards again. Even though going down by 2 would be great, I don't think that's worth it. I do need tier dice. Okay, we gotta let Van Ryder Games know. I need some tier dice, y'all. I need them. So then I think while we're here, I think I'm gonna search. Because if we can get this tree star that's up here in Santa's workshop, that would be really good. So I'm gonna play search. So I'll roll 2 dice. I just need 1 success. Oh my gosh. fine. I will discard my 2 cards that I've left to convert this to a success. To search, that gets me the tree star. So now I have something in each hand that will deal 1 extra damage. And that's all my cards. That's my turn. I'm rolling like garbage. I feel like I'm rolling even worse than normal, right, y'all? Yeesh. Okay. Then I have 7. I have 7 time. No, I spend a time for the search, so I have 6 time. Okay. So with that in mind, I think now, what are we going to pull into our hand? Okay, so we're going to get a focus and a walk. I think it's time to start going after Krampus, honestly. Freak Boy and W says, no, you're rolling just like normal. Okay, fine, fair. Fair enough. I'm going to spend 4 of that on a Furious Strike and 2 on the Too Close Call. So that's all 6 of my time, so I'll reset that. So that'll be my hand for next time. We'll put all the rest of this back. Oh my. And it will be the killer face. So again, target and attack, not in a space with anyone, so we skip that. Blickstad, thank you for subscribing. 20 months, you're awesome. Sorry for the camera wobble, I knocked it. Then it will target, move, and leave a present. So what do we think? Do we think it's going to come down into the village center or to the left toward the stables? It's going to move 2. It could go either way. Let's roll to see, because I'm not sure. Okay, a 6. So they'll come down into the village center. I did that just to help me make the decision because they were equidistant from both of these with the same number of victims. So I wasn't sure exactly which way to send them. So I let the die decide. And yeah, Freak Boy says, yeah, and through the center is faster to get to more people as well. So Sriracha, thank you for subscribing with your Prime. So now he will drop a present. So let's roll a die to see where the present goes. Okay, it's a 5. So that means the present, because 4 through 6 is here, the present is going to go in here. These elves opening up these presents, which means they will open this and let's see what it is. Goodbye, good Santa card. A letter from Santa. Oh my gosh. Did y'all start a hype train? Thank you so much. RPG, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, now I roll successes. 6 and 5. Look how good this would have been if I could have gotten it for myself. Reduce the horror level to 0. Man, I wish. Stupid elves. Hate them. Hate these elves. Why am I trying to save them? So this goes away. And now we'll flip over a tarot card. That would have been so good. Can y'all imagine? That would have been such a good card for us to get. Oh. We've pulled a minor dark power. Demonic will. Oh my goodness. Vane Soft Games, thank you for gifting 5 subscriptions to the channel. That's incredibly kind. Yeah, I'm with Santa. Can't that do something for me? I'm literally with Santa. If I'm damaged by Krampus while this is in play, I lose all remaining health. So I have to damage him before he damages me, or I die. So, yeah. So that minor dark power will go up here in this slot. And I'll put a health token on it because now when you get a minor dark power, the health has to come off of that before you can do any other damage. That's real bad. Okay. No one died this turn, so we don't have to panic anyone. So I think I don't even know what we do, honestly. Sounds like a job for the tree star. Oh yeah, I can throw the tree star. Nargles. That's such a good idea. Okay. Or I can just get right up in his business and do some attacks. So let's try to walk. Or should we? Yeah, we're going to try to walk. Oops. Sorry, I hit a thing on my Stream Deck. Okay, we're going to try to walk. I'd love to save more victims. Okay. Roll 2 dice. I just want to cheat. Yeah, if I'm adjacent, it might give me a present. Okay. I am going to not convert anything. I'm going to take the loss, move up to 1 space. Santa will come with me. I will hurt myself in the process. Goodbye, health. And lose 2 time. I don't want to get rid of my cards. I don't like it. Okay, so now we're here. So, now, here's the problem though. Can I Furious Strike with the Tree Star? I think I can. I'm going to play this Furious Strike card. With my Tree Star, because I have a range of 1 on it, so I can't use my Ice Skate, but I can use my Tree Star. So I'm going to play this. If this works, I'm going to do multiple damage. Oh, you're right. I moved into the annoying elf spot as well, so that means I do have to lose 2 time because they're yapping my ear off while I'm trying to think about how I'm going to throw this Tree Star. I do need a Van Ryder Games dice jail. Okay. So, let's do this. Yeah, they're showing me their really cool presents that I wish were mine. They're like, look at this cool letter from Santa. I'm not scared at all. Okay. 2 dice, Furious Strike, using the Tree Star. Why is my life like this? I'm going to play this close call and re-roll 1 die. I'm going to re-roll this die. No, I'm going to re-roll all the dice. Spend the rest of my time. This is it. I have no more time. I'm not going to get any new cards. Oh my gosh. And I'm re-rolling all the dice. Come on. Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. Yes. Look at that. 2 successes. 2 successes, which means I get to do 2 damage plus the 1 from the Tree Star and lower the horror by 1. I do lose the Tree Star though because I threw it. I'm so pumped that worked out that way. Okay, so 3 damage. So the Tree Star goes away. Oh wait, no, I threw it. I do 4 damage. Y'all, look. When you throw it, you lose it, but it does 1 extra damage. So I do 4 damage right now. Okay, so that means this damage comes off. Goodbye, Demonic Will. Get out of here. And then 3 more damage. 1, 2, 3. And the horror goes down because of this card. And I can take more turns, but I can't because I... Oh, no, I have cards. Yeah, I have no time, but I have cards to play. Okay, so now I can focus or I can just hold on. I think I'm just going to hold on to some... I could... Oops. I think I'm gonna hold on to these cards. Now you can discard cards to gain time, but I don't think that's gonna be worth me doing at the moment. So I'm just gonna hold on to these cards. I will just get my free cards back. So I have a short rest that can help me heal, a weak attack. I've got 2 focus, a walk. Okay, we've got some stuff going on. Only 2 Furious Strike star throws to go. Too bad I don't have the star anymore. And then these go back into their spot. The Close Call, the Furious Strike, and the Walk. And that is my turn. And now Krampus does his thing. So he's now in a space with someone, so he will target an attack that will kill this victim. And that means the bloodlust goes up. And here's something that's bad. That means the horror goes up. So the horror we just sent down comes back up again. It could be worse. It's on 5. So it could be worse, but yeah. Then it's going to target. It's going to come into this space. Move. He's in the space with us. And drop a present. Oh! Actually, he drops a present here because he kills a victim. That's the dark power. So first we need to see where he drops a present before he moves into the space with us. So let's roll a die. 1. So it's going to go up here. Okay, so that's there. So now he'll move into this space and drop a present. 1. 2. So that's in the space with us. Here's the problem, though. Even if I'm in the space with the present, the victims still open it. So, yeah. They're going to pick it up. Unless, can I choose? Let's look at this. I think actually I could choose to be the one to open it. Final girl opening a present. While in a space with a present token during the action phase, you may, during the action phase, it's not the action phase. Whenever a victim is in the same space as a present, they open it immediately. So because it's not the action phase, the victims will get it. Oh, please don't be Santa. I mean, I don't want it to be anything bad either, though. All right, let's see what it is. I just want a present from Santa. Is that so much to ask? I cannot believe I have pulled all of these Santa tokens and the victims have gotten all of them. Cool, we could have gotten 2 items at random from those that were set aside during setup, keeping one and discarding the other. Ugh, I hate you, Santa. Get out of here. What a nightmare. Okay, well, you know, whatever, I guess. Tarot card time. Oh, and the victims are going to panic because someone died. Oh, man. What a nightmare. A North Pole nightmare. Down through the chimney. If there are no victims in any search spaces, discard and draw the next tarot card. There aren't. Oh, man. That means we're one step closer to the finale. Okay. Next tarot card. Oh, I cannot believe we've drawn both minor dark powers. North Pole magic. When targeting, place Krampus directly in his target space. So he just, like, teleports places. Why is this game so brutal? Why can I never win? That's bad. Yeah, that's ugly. I like that, Freak Boy. That's ugly. That gets this game on the naughty list. For real. Okay. Now it's the panic phase. Do we think Santa panics? He probably does because he's a victim. It's not looking good. Okay. So we'll do Santa first. 5. So Santa goes to the village center. 4. Go to the village center. Next. 4. Go to the village center. Okay. It's just me alone with this thing. He panics, but he laughs while he runs. Yeah, that's right. Oh, the minor dark power, if you missed it, Well, it's too late to do it here. Stand by. North Pole magic. When targeting, place Krampus directly in his target space. And it's 3 extra health. Here with a Dremel and a drop of lead, you can improve your dice roll, said Zumherger. Yeah, he panics. Santa panics and the elves follow him. Exactly. Okay, well, I think we weak attack and then bounce out of here if we can. So let's weak attack. Actually, first, you know what? Let's focus. Let's focus and try and get our horror down. Okay? So we're going to focus with 2 dice. Do I just not roll properly? Is that what's happening? I will discard the close call and the short rest to make this a success. So we can lower the horror by 1. I will lose. I always forget to reset my time. I will lose my time though. Then I'm going to play my next focus. Roll 2 dice. Okay, there we go. That's a success. I'll lose another time. I don't have to spin any cards though and get that down to 3. I'm still only rolling 2 dice, but I have more of a buffer here. Hey, Jess J68. Thanks for being here. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to put those dice on the bottom of my little thing here. Now I'm going to weak attack. 2 dice. Come on. Hey! Look at that. 2 success plus, because I'm in the space with Krampus, I can use my Ice Gate. So that's going to deal an extra damage. So I'm going to do 2 damage, which is really awesome. So those come off of the Minor Dark Power first. So that's almost gone, which is good. Put that over there. And then I'm going to walk out of here. I'm going to try and walk out of here, I think. Or, should I stay? You know what? No. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay. I'm going to spend the time that I have on getting a Retaliate. Because then he's going to attack me. Because we are in the same space. So then I can retaliate and try and do some damage back. So I'm going to hold on to this walk. So I have 4 time. So I'm going to use it to get the Retaliate for all 4. And then this walk for free. And then all my other cards go back. Okay. Now the killer goes. So. Sasqueen and Icarus. Hello, how are you? Staying and fighting is perfect final girl move. I like that. Yeah, the Minor Dark Power has to go, right? It has to go. So let's deal with it now. So, target. Going to target me because we're in the same space. So he's not going to, he's already directly in my space, so he's not going to bamf anywhere. And he's going to attack. Now this will do 3 damage to me, but I have this Retaliate card. And remember, these blue cards you can play as a reaction to defend yourself on the killer's turn. So I'm going to play this, I'm going to roll 2 dice and hope that I can reduce the damage at the very least by 2, but maybe I can ignore all and deal some damage back. And my Ice Gate will deal extra damage. So let's see what happens. Get ready to get hit with the Christmas spirit. That is 2 success. Holy moly. That means we ignore all damage from the attack, deal 2 damage plus the extra from my Ice Gate. So that's 3 damage. So by Minor Dark Power and these 2 health, bam. Holy moly. 5 left. He's half dead. It is a Christmas miracle. Oh boy. I have to recover for a minute. Okay. And that's the magic. Oh, hold on. And that's the magic of Christmas. Oh, I'm hungry. You're making me laugh. Okay. Yeah, I have 2 walls. Okay, and that's it. That's that because I use my Retaliate. It's the killer's turn. Okay. So then he targets, moves, and leaves a present. So again, because he's in a space with me, he will stay there. And we're going to roll the die and see where the present goes. 6. So I believe that goes here. Keep accidentally flipping these over. Okay. Let's do this one. I think those are there, right? I think those are all there. Is that wrong? Were they in here? I think they were over here, but I might be totally wrong. Sorry, everyone. We're just going to say they were there unless someone in chat can tell me I'm wrong. And if that was wrong and I've now moved them away from this present, I apologize. Oh, no. They've moved, though. I don't think it would stay from the setup. They have moved. I accidentally flipped that over, so I'm going to put another one out because, oh, jeez Louise. Honestly, at this point, the odds of me pulling another cool Santa present are so low that I don't think I want to do it. Okay. Ooh, now it's the tarot card. So let's see what that is. What is happening? How have I pulled 3 minor dark powers? This is the worst luck. I did shuffle. You all watched me shuffle. I did it on camera. Krampus, I always want to call him Campus for some reason. Krampus recovers health each time a present is opened. We are not opening any presents. I need to get victims out of here so that they are also not opening presents. And that's a Krampus miracle. All the minor dark powers are from, they're from the Krampus tarot deck. Yeah. John Steed says, I also recover health when I open presents. That's where the dice curse went, exactly. So no one died that round, right? So I don't think we panic anyone. But I need to do some stuff on my turn here. I would like to save some victims if we can. And then also, I'm going to need to because all I have in my hand are walks. I can't do anything else. So... Tracy Ann says, do you have a preference between the Series 1 playmat and the Series 2? I have a Series 1 playmat, but mine does have a printing error on it. I have not taken a look at the differences between the Series 1 and Series 2 playmats. So I guess the answer is I don't have a preference because I don't know enough about the difference. All right. Let's see if we can walk. Come on. Come on. Okay. That's 1 success. So that means we can move up to 1 space and spend a time. So I'm going to spend a time, and I'm going to move. This is going to be rough because here's what I'm about to do. I'm going to lose so much time. This is so... I tell you, the annoying victims thing with losing time, it makes it so hard to get cards. So I'm going to move 1, and I can move directly into their space here. Only 2 are going to come with me because I don't have Santa. That means I lose 3 time because there's 3 annoying victims. Entertainer says, I prefer the Series 2 playmat, but not Series 1. Oh, wait. I have the Series 2 playmats, but not Series 1, so I prefer Series 2. Got it. 1, 2, 3. That's rough. Okay. That's all right. That's okay. Now we're going to play my other walk card. I have got to sleeve these cards. Y'all sleeve your cards. We're going to try again and see if we can get them out of here. Come on. Nope. I don't have any cards. Those are all need to be converted. Now I could move up to 1 space and take a damage. Yes. I'm going to do this. No successes. I can still move up to 1 space, take a damage, so I'm down to 3 health. Lose 2 time, which is all my time. I won't be able to buy any new cards. But 2 of these will come with me into this exit, and that means they're going to be saved, which is awesome. Which means they go on my card. I can move 1 space for each of them because that's the little bonus I get for placing them on here. And I will go... Oh, sweet. Look what I can do. Move 1 space. Here, pick up this victim, move 1 space, save this victim. Oh, but that would cost me time that I don't have. So that means my turn would be over. Can we do it? I'm gonna say, y'all, we can do it. We're flipping my card over. So I can't do anything else on my turn, not that I can anyway, because I'm here. It means your actions end. But now, when resolving a walk or sprint action card, you may treat a failure as a success, and for each additional victim saved, I get a time back. So actually, I get a time back for saving this additional victim, so I lose a time for going into the thing, but I would get a time back. I think it all washes out, is what I'm saying. It all washes out. So, yeah, great. Saved victims. Saved victims. I'm just going to put them back up there. I think you flip the card as soon as you fill it. So, I would have gotten a time back. No, I wouldn't have saved the additional victim yet. We're just going to say that it works because it's a solo game and I get to say that it works. That's what I've decided. Cool. But I won't get any cards. I get no cards. I only get my free cards, which are these. But I have no time to spend on any cards. So that comes up here. These. I have no more walk. My retaliate goes back here. Okay. Here we are. Look, y'all. I know this is rough. Krampus has 3 extra health, but I think we can do this. Like Ramon says, wrong order, right execution, so it all worked out. It's fine. It's totally fine. Killer phase, because that's me. I'm done. So, we've got, again, target and attack. We're not in a space with anyone, so he's not going to attack. But then he's going to target and move. And now he will go after the victims with Santa and will leave a present. Now remember, too, every time he kills now, he leaves presents. I did not wind up with 1 time. I don't think so, Harger. And I think I fudged that enough that we're going to say that I didn't. Because I think I'm already pushing it, actually, with my ruling. Okay, so where does this present go? Oh, and also he heals now every time they open a present. I need them to not open any presents. Okay, so the present goes... Oh, there's already a present there. So no present. Okay. Great. Cool. Sweet. Let's flip over a tarot card. Where did it go? Place this card face up on top of the tarot deck and place the killer on this card. Oh no. Draw an event, and then at the start of the next killer phase, place the killer in your space and remove this card from the game. So you can get a better look at it. That's, wow. Yeah, we actually got an event and not a minor dark power this time, which is fun. So that'll go on top of the tarot deck. And then this goes on top. And we pull an event card. So let's see what our event is. Head elf. Oh, we have another special victim unit come onto the board. Place the head elf in Santa's workshop. While the head elf is with you, once per turn, you may resolve a search action card as though it was in your hand. Oh, man. Where is he? Is he nearby? He's so far away. That's so cool, though. You can just search for free. If the head elf is killed, +1 bloodlust. Okay, so those are ongoing events, and that's why they're staying out on the board like this. Okay. No one died, right? He didn't do any attacking, so no one will panic. So I can't attack him this turn. So let's see. What can I do? Well, I can focus. Let's focus. That's all I can do. So maybe let's try and get some extra dice. So let's roll 2 dice. Okay. That's 1 success. So that means the horror goes down by 1, but we do lose a time. So let's play our other focus and see if we can get it down into the 3 die area. Come on. Wasn't meant to be. I can't do anything even to affect that. That's those 1s and 2s. So you can't even convert those. Mini Painter, yes, I will be at World Series of Board Gaming this year. I leave on Sunday. I will arrive on Sunday. Okay, so that's rough, and I'd actually lose 2 time for missing that. So that's not great. I'm gonna hold on to these cards. I like to discard the short rest. I don't often heal with it. So I have 3 time to spend. I'm gonna get my walks. He's gonna show up in the space with me during his next killer phase. You know what? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to discard this short rest to get 1 time, to have 4 times so that I can get a retaliate again. Because he's going to show up in my space and maybe hurt me. Right? Yeah, exactly, Woodsy. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Okay. So that's what I have. All my 0 cost cards go back here. And we go on to the killer phase. So this terror card from before, remember, says that at the start of the next killer phase, place the killer in your space and remove this from the game. So this goes away and the killer goes right here in my space. Old Krampus shows up. So now he will target me and attack. So he'll do 3 damage, but I'm going to play this retaliate card that I grabbed, remember? So let's see what we get here. So I roll 2 dice. And let's see if I can reduce the damage done to me and deal some damage back. And I have this ice skate. Oh yeah, every target is a teleport now. You're right. No, we got rid of that. So that's not true. It's just every time someone opens a present, he heals. Why? Why? Oh no, I die. Y'all. Why didn't I heal? Oh no, this might be the end of the game. I do have here, for this, I do have the Cindy mini. So how about we swap it out? There she is, with Krampus looming over her, ready to take her out. Okay, so this is bad because I did a failure and I can't convert these 2s. So there's nothing I can do. So we have to remove my health, flip this token and see if I have any extra health. And if I don't, I'm dead. And if I do, the phase ends and we move on and live to fight a little bit longer. So these 2 are gone. Didn't even get to use my extra die. Nope. That is blank. I am dead. Krampus wins the day. I didn't even get any cool presents. And there you have it. North Pole Nightmare, and it sure was. I had some good luck. I did, but man, I had some rotten luck, right? Boy. Tell them. Hold on, that's good. Tell them my name was Cindy Lou. Krampus. Cindy Lou who? So yeah, there you go. Mrs. Claus will have to avenge me. Yes. So that's it. That is our peek at the North Pole Nightmare, which again is a special feature film being put out as part of this season 3 Kickstarter for Final Girl. It is kind of an add-on. And the more stretch goals that get unlocked, the less expensive this is. I think this is at $10 right now for you to add it on to your pledge. And as it goes down, you can get to a point where it's even free, which is amazing. And it's planning to be shipped out to backers in time for Christmas this year. So, was the token you could have gotten a Santa token? Let's see what these were. No, that's a Krampus token. That's a Bloodlust, and that's a Discard Next Terror card. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so that would have lowered the horror. So there are good things here. That's a draw a Krampus card. We didn't draw any Krampus cards. Those would have been very bad. I'm really glad. Look at this. Whoever opened this present targets the final girl, moves up to 2 spaces towards them. Then, if they're in the same space as their target, they deal 3 damage to the target. That's horrible. Wow. So that's increased the horror. Pull a Krampus card. Here's our last Santa card. Lose 2 time. Oh, increase the horror. Discard next terror card. Gain. There are, other than the Santa cards, there are exactly 2 good things in here. So, yeah. Rough. We didn't get whatever this is. And we didn't pull, let's see what else we would have had. Comet was in here. We would never have gotten down to Comet. So if you get Comet, and then we'll wrap up here. Yeah, I pulled 3 minor dark powers, y'all. It's nuts. Comet. Place Comet. I can't read this. So too small. Place Comet in your space. Comet can move with you once per action phase. While with Comet, you and Comet may move directly to the runway, which is over here. Victims cannot follow you when using this effect. So Comet can fly you away if you need to. And that's his mini. Well, yeah, I want to see what the finale card is. Let's see what I pulled. We didn't even get to it. Unholy Gifts. Look at that, man. During upkeep. Okay, so then the new killer action becomes target move to attack. So at this point, I mean, that's doing like 8 damage if you're up to there on the finale. Unholy Night. During upkeep, move Krampus to the nearest present. Remove it from the game, and Krampus recovers 2 health. No, thank you. Bad. So there you have it. We died. These things happen. In fact, they happen a lot in Final Girl. Thank you so much for joining me for this upload of a live play from Twitch of, here, I'll show you. North Pole Nightmare. If you are interested in Final Girl Season 3, at the time of this recording and upload, it is live on Kickstarter right now. There's a link in the description below, and click on that, check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much again to Van Ryder Games for sponsoring this stream and this YouTube video. Thank you for watching. If you want to ever join us live on Twitch, it's a good time. Twitch.tv/Paula Deming. There's a link in the description. And I stream Final Girl once a month, and I stream other board games and video games throughout the week every month. So would love to see you there joining us for that. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next month for something special. The one next month is happening on Friday the 13th, the final day of the Final Girl Kickstarter, and I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see you then. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Merry Christmas.